That's caught. Allen Robinson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Brandon, what's even more impressive is that came against double coverage. He gashed them with that reception, even with the extra focus that he drew from the defense.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Second down and 6 now. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And brought down, but not before they get it in. Him up first and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On the give, this is Harris. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
41 Mike. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Harris will score. Touchdown, Steelers. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground. It's McLaughlin. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. On second down, it's McLaughlin. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about with one of the GMs in the league about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. McLaughlin, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
from the 35. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Let's pick it up. It's out.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
Let's get off the field.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Now a 2nd and 6. A first carry for Samaje Perine. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
That's crazy, man.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Third and 5. Back to throw, Pickett. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media
right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down now, it's McLaughlin, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Madden trying to play with me, bro. I don't have time for this kind of fucking foolery, bro.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Playing with me, bro.
To throw is Wilson. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't even know if I should go. I can't even.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Fucking hot. Yeah, we can't even do that. I don't trust the fucking lag right now.
Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. They'll look to run for him with Williams. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Pickett. Finding Pickens for another catch.
Really gonna run that down the field?
Signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop over 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
That's the most I'm as desperate for a play shit I've seen in a long
time. This defense is left without an answer as they surrender back-to-back first downs.
Fucking hilarious.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And he's dead serious too. That's how he played.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Oh my God, he did not run curl routes.
A momentary setback though for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them though.
Joke.
Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
A total joke, son.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Damn, son, you still
First
losing.
half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively.
Oh, come on with the fucking animations, man.
I think a lot of the
That
guys
was
will
the
go
first
back
down
and review, so
fucking
to
run,
speak,
bro.
because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Get out my way. What is going on?
The 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll run on 1st down. McLaughlin, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 62 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams.
This boy.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly
that was
the way to
all
execute
luck
a run
because
blitz
his
there.
slow
They
ass
guessed
couldn't
correctly
make the
that they
cut.
would move the
Now
ball
I
on
gotta
the
put the
ground,
fast running back in
honed
there
in
because
on
you
it,
can't
and
make my
stopped
cuts.
him. Mark that down
That
for
was
a
a
win in
fucking
the defense's
touchdown,
column.
and you can't make a simple cut. So put your ass on the bench for the rest of the game.
On 3rd down, it's McLaughlin, and he's got room. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the 1st half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Up the middle, here's Pirine. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
First down, they go back to
That's
P-Ryan.
not a face mask,
Just a
bro.
yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play. Be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Face mask to me.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Jerry Jeudy, and all the way down to the 5. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll hand it to P-Ryan.
Yo, good penetration up in there. Where the
And
fuck
he
he
goes
come
backwards
from?
on this one. Losing yardage
Who the fuck
to the
is that?
7.
Where the fuck he come
That
from?
sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction
That's
and
bananas,
leads to
bro.
2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And good work
They
there
keep fucking
defensively. He's able
cheating
to
me,
keep him
bro.
out of the end zone. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
They run. It's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
2nd and 10. It's Pickett again. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 3rd and 3. Pickett. Work in the middle
Oh,
of the
how
field.
he catch
He's
that
got
in
a
front
man
of Satan?
complete.
Get the fuck out of here. That
The
should have been a
Steelers
pick.
first down as they're
That
able to
should have
get
been
the
a
third
complete
down
pick.
conversion. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Here comes second down at 5. Pickett back to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. And his throw here's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Looking to throw here. Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. Here's one deep for Pickens. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now Wilson, option right. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Good game, bro.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.